Today's video, I want to talk about why you feel cut off from meditation and why you feel like you cannot meditate. It's a lie. You can meditate. It's just you've got the wrong idea about what meditation is. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Virginia Ruth. I assist you with shadow work, connecting with your angels and guides, strengthening your psychic abilities, and recognizing once more your spiritual powers. So if you're here to activate your spiritual powers, welcome. If I haven't met you before, this is the place to be if you want to step into your highest expression. And today I want to talk about meditation, because meditation is the key to activating your superpowers. And so many of us, I know, I can see you back there at the back. Put your hand up. We've been on the spiritual journey a little while, right? We claim to be dedicated to our spiritual practice, but we're only managing 5 or 10 minutes meditation here and there, maybe 3, maybe 2, maybe once a week, maybe having a month off here and there. And we know, right? We know it in our being that the most authentic connection that we can have with spirit is via meditation, is by closing out our awareness to this physical reality and tuning in to our inner guidance via that silence, via that stillness. But loads of us, myself included, along my journey at certain points, we struggle, and then we don't have a practice at some point, or our practice is kind of half-hearted, right? Or we feel frustrated. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you how you can overcome that frustration, and ultimately what will happen. What's the benefits of meditation? Why is it so important that you strengthen your connection with this practice? So number one, you become so aligned with your powers of manifestation when you have the ability to meditate, because meditation is strengthening your mindfulness power, and mindfulness power is the be all and end all of manifestation. I don't care, right? I do not care what you say to me. Virginia, you could say robotic affirmations are the best manifestation practice, gratitude, visualization, being in the identity of the person that has your manifestation, right? Yeah, great. All of these are amazing manifestation techniques. But if you don't have mind power, if you don't have the strength of mindfulness to be conscious and aware of where your mind is at any point throughout your day, right? Then you cannot apply any of the other techniques of manifestation. You have to have a strong conscious awareness of your own thought processes to be able to apply effectively and consistently manifestation practices. And if you cannot be consistent with your affirmations, if you cannot be consistent with staying in the identity of the person that has your manifestation, you are not going to make those quantum leaps in your life. Maybe little things will come in here and there, but to create those big changes, to create that transformation in your life, you've got to be mindful. And where do you strengthen your practice of mindfulness? It's in meditation, but areas too. So what's the other way that meditation helps you to evolve? It connects you with higher consciousness. So the more that you practice meditation, the more you're going to find it's easier for you to receive messages from your angels and guides. It takes practice to calm the mind. And I'm going to go into that a little bit after this. But once you have found that space of deep meditation, once you are able to sit for those longer periods, once you do have your consistent meditation practice, what you're going to find is your psychic awareness just goes off of the charts, and your angels and guides have so much messages for you, or your connection to source consciousness gives you so much intuitive knowing that you are making the right decisions in your life, that you know exactly what you should be doing for your highest timeline, right? You know the decisions that are going to bring your manifestation in quicker because you are aligned with your intuitive guidance. And then the third part of why a strong meditation practice is important is it is this reminder. It is a reminder to switch off from the physical reality, because we can get so immersed, like that this physical world is all there is, and I'm just a physical being going about my life. I don't care how spiritual you are, right? We all forget, right? And then once you close your eyes, it's that chance to recognize I am something more, I am something bigger. The more we have a ceremonial practice of meditation in our lives, the more we have the chance to remember who we truly are. All right, so top tip number 1 on strengthening your meditation practice and why you're struggling with meditation. So at first, meditation is not peaceful, all right? Maybe, I mean, if you don't have that much trauma, if you're not an anxious person, if you're pretty chill and your life has been pretty chill your whole life, right? Everything's been a-okay, which I doubt if you've had a spiritual awakening. At first, your meditation is your shadow work, right? And what you're doing at first when you sit in meditation, you're not like omming so that you feel so peaceful and your body is relaxed and you're floating on a cloud. Yeah, the guided meditations might take you there. But true meditation at first is actually watching how the human mind works and how your body responds in relation to the thought patterns in your own mind. So if you set a timer for 1 hour and you make the intention to sit still for that hour and watch your thoughts, not try to control them, not say that they're wrong, right? Not try to be peaceful. What you'll realize is you'll learn so much of how your physical being, your body, is controlling you. And it shouldn't be that way around, right? Your impulses and the thought patterns that you have on a continuous basis are controlling your habitual actions in life. And this, when you are able to sit in meditation and actually watch yourself past these impulses, this is how you change your experience of physical reality moving forwards, because you're going to be so much more aware of your impulses and you'll be able to hold yourself in that space and watch them before you take action upon them. This is your superpower, right? So I probably can ascertain and predict that you're going to have to push past a good 2-3 months of a consistent meditation practice where it is a little bit of a fight. Watch how much your mind wants to think about the past or the future, right? First is going to be, I am just observing what my mind does. And Vipassana practice, like the traditional Vipassana practice, is the best way, in my opinion, to actually complete your meditation practice. And I've got some links below on how you can do Vipassana. It's like a technique to really observe. And so what you'll find as you do this observation without trying to pretend that you are relaxed and happy and everything's dandy, you're going to get really, really aware of how much your body just wants to move without you even realizing it, how much your mind just goes off to thinking about the past when actually you was trying to manifest something, right? And the more that you can watch these patterns of your mind, the more you'll actively and naturally complete your shadow work. So my top tip number 2 for you on getting to grips with meditation or completing a meditation practice is you have to make it a habit, right? So if you are like, oh yeah, I want to have a meditation practice, but you're not scheduling in your day where you're going to do that meditation, you're not creating a sacred space in your home for your meditation, you're not setting up maybe some breath work or mantra beforehand just to open up that sacred space to create a ceremony, then your subconscious mind doesn't know that this is part of my new programming. You have to create a little bit of ceremony and a little bit of routine so that then this new practice actually becomes your new habit. And when it becomes your new habit and it's on autopilot, that's your new identity. And then your identity, this new identity, is your new point of attraction for your manifestations. You are a more aligned, higher consciousness being, and therefore you attract more higher consciousness experiences of life. So if you are struggling to make it a habit, just tag your meditation onto something that you already do every day in your life. After I brush my teeth, that's when I meditate. Because if you tag your habits onto something that you already do, you're much more likely to maintain that habit. And then the other way that we can create a habit is staying accountable. So you might want to find a meditation group that you can go to. You can join the Sacred Space Conscious community where I do Vipassana practice once per week. That could be part of your routine and I'll check in on you, right? If you stay accountable to somebody else, it's going to help you to make it a habit. And making it a habit is the way that we can reprogram our minds, reprogram our identity. All right, and then my final top tip for you on meditation is, I said it in the number 2, but yeah, breath work, pranayama. So for me, you might notice like I am a little neurodivergent, right? So when I first started to try with meditation, I literally couldn't even watch my own impulses, right? Without following through on the impulses. So you do need to calm yourself a little bit sometimes before doing the practice of observation. So I would recommend that you complete pranayama, breathwork practices. You can do traditional yogic pranayama. You could do normal breath work. You could do somatic breath work. You could do DMT breathing. But if you include breath work before you meditate, you're going to have a lot more success with sitting still for longer. And observing for longer. And then I want to add in a little bonus tip because I just thought of it now. Your yoga practice, right? I am a yoga teacher and yoga, it is in this order for a reason. There will be some yoga teacher trainings out there or yoga classes that you go to where the meditation is first, but often the way that the ancient yogic practice was set up to help you go deeper into meditation, you would complete your yoga practice. And yoga, yes, it is a physical workout a lot of the time, but actually it is an energetic practice. Your sun salutations, they're creating a vortex of energy around your whole body. Some of the postures entering into opening up your hips, which store your emotions, right? Opening up your heart center. Once you affect these parts of your energy body, what you'll find is then when you sit in meditation after yoga, you're going to have a much deeper meditation and you're going to be able to sit for longer. And I recommend, right, sit for those longer periods. This is where the fundamental work comes through. I know there's a lot of advice out there. It's like, oh yeah, just do 5 or 10 minutes. And I used to be on that team, right? I used to be in that train of thought. But since being able to sit for longer, since going to silent meditation retreat, had a Kundalini awakening in Vipassana, right? It works. These techniques, they do work. They give you the spiritual connection. They activate your superpowers, but you've got to be patient. You've got to be consistent. You've got to be committed, and you've got to sit for longer. Yeah. Okay. All right. I hope this has helped you guys. If you have any comments, just pop it into the comment section below. If you need a little bit of help with your shadow work practice, you can download my Lightworkers emergency toolkit below. And it's going to help you get started with shadow work or move through a dense day, dark night of the soul. I'm here for you. I know what it's like. So this kit is especially made for you. All right. I'll see you on the next one, guys.